Hi, I'm Mark and I collect things. Sometimes I even play things and I'm always here spending too much time organizing my trading cards. Today we're going to go over some 2013 Upper Deck Marvel Now trading cards. I'm preparing a grading order to submit to PSA for their $15 holiday special. Right now they're running a special for TCG, non-sports, and baseball cards where any card up to $199 can be submitted to their $15 tier. I think some of the competition from CGC has motivated them to lower some of their prices to capture that business. In fact, I was considering sending off a lot of my non-sports stuff to CGC just before they announced their $15 special. But with their holiday discount for the $15 special, I'm going to go ahead and just send them all to PSA. I recently did an order for their TCG special of $15 a card. It did not cover non-sports, but now they allow you to send in non-sports and baseball cards. So it's not just TCG. Marvel Now was a 2013 Upper Deck set. I think I purchased 5 of these boxes. I bought them for about $70 a box from an online retailer. Now, these boxes are really hard to find. I saw one completed recently on eBay for over $400. Here are the pack odds if you want to take a look at what's in them. This set was pretty loaded. I'm looking back at what I pulled from 5 boxes, and it just is mind-blowing to me compared to what you get these days. All right, so this is just an empty box that I had saved. I'm glad I had one on hand so you could kind of get a look at what is in the set. Here's a look at a base card. This is Gore the God Butcher. I'm pretty sure this is Gore's first card appearance. If you know of anything else that he may have appeared in before this set, let me know down in the comments. But I think this is technically his rookie card, so to say. All right, here's the back of a base card. You can compare that to a foil variant. The foil variants fall 1 per pack. They have a black and white logo and then silver foil down on the bottom for the name and some of the squares that are part of the card design. Something interesting on the base cards is that there are kind of some glossy, translucent squares above the nameplate, if you can see those. They remind me of the invisible ink that is on the Fleer Ultra X-Men Professor Xavier Messages Chase variants. So there's a look at a base and a silver foil variant, 1 per pack. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cards I've set aside to potentially get graded. I'm looking for at least 10 of these to get graded, maybe 10 to 15 depending on what I go through and find. Got a stack of the Marvel Now cards that I think this all came out of 5 boxes, which is pretty amazing. So here is a Michael Allred autograph on an Ant-Man card. You get at least 1 autograph per box, but I have far more than that. I think I got about 2 per box. I like this card. It looks pretty good. There is a little bit of edge chipping. I don't know that it could get a 10, but I think I do still want to get this one graded. I'm going to make a couple piles here, one for my cards that I am for sure going to grade, and then another pile for the ones I'm not going to grade. Here's another Michael Allred for Dragon Man. I love the artist, but this character I'm not very knowledgeable about. I don't think he's very popular. I probably will not send this one off to get graded since I've already got an Ant-Man Michael Allred to send off. So probably not going to grade this one. There's an Adam Kubert autograph on Captain Universe. Fantastic artist that I'm very happy to have an auto of, but again, on a character that I'm not very attached to. Probably won't send this one off. By the way, you'll notice that this card is labeled 22A for autograph. A regular base card has just the number, and so does the silver variant. But most of the other parallels and variants do have another letter after the number to indicate the variation. All right, so probably not going to grade this one. Here's an Ed McGuinness Nova. I love his artwork. Really happy to get an autograph of his. Number 76A. I think I am going to go ahead and send this one off. There is some edge chipping here. And on the top, it's going to be a tough one. I don't know if it can even get a 9. But I do think I probably want to go ahead and send this one off due to the artist and because Nova might have some upcoming MCU stuff, I believe. Here is what I think is a huge card. Gore the God Butcher artist autograph, number 33A. Autographed by the artist Esad Ribic. His art is absolutely amazing. I think this could be one of the bigger cards that I have here to potentially get graded. Looks like all these autograph cards have some edge issues, but I would like to go ahead and get them encapsulated at $15. It's not that big of a deal to me if the grade doesn't come in as high as I'd like. Part of it is just getting it authenticated and encapsulated to help take care of it and make it a little bit easier to sell or trade. Next up, I've got some of the FX Holos. Let's see, what were the odds on those? I think they're like 1 out of 72. Yeah, Holo FX, 1 out of 72. There's 24 packs per box. So they're pretty tough to pull. So 24 packs per box. 2 boxes would be 48. And then 3 boxes is 72. So 1 out of 3 boxes. Pretty long odds on the holos, and there's a ton of them. This one is numbered 41. Pretty cool hologram. The foreground is just regular artwork. The hologram effect is all in the background. The Marvel Now logo on the top. It looks pretty good to me. Who knows if it's centered or not. Some edge damage in the bottom right. I think I am gonna get this one graded though. I have a couple more holos. Doctor Strange. You'll notice the background holo, I think it's the same. Just the logos and character comic, the comic character titles. Yeah, the backgrounds look exactly the same as far as I can tell. I think I'll go ahead and get this one graded. And here's a Captain Universe holo. Not a very important character right now, but since these are 1 per 3 boxes, I probably will just go ahead and get it graded. It might make it a little bit easier to sell. Maybe someone is looking for this one to finish off their set. All right, so I'll grade all 3 of these holos. Now this could have been a huge card except for the character. This is a red variant, hand numbered out of 10, Amadeus Cho. So not an important character really. The top left logo is also red foil, so it's similar to the silver foil cards, but red foil and hand numbered. On the back, they have a V after the card number, so this is 2V. The base card would be just 2. I think I'll probably get this graded. I would like to sell this card. I have no attachment to the character. Not looking to keep it for my collection. It'll be a little bit easier to sell if I get it graded maybe, so probably put that in the grading pile. Now here's a nice stack of some more autographs. These are the cutting edge comic cover autographs. Most of them are writers, but you can pull some artist autographs. So this is Brian Michael Bendis for Guardians of the Galaxy #1. There is a Sam Humphries autograph for X-Force 1. Let's see, I had the... Yeah, okay, so here you get a look at this. There is a certificate of authenticity that came with these cutting edge covers. You don't get a certificate of authenticity with the base artist autos. their name is listed on the back and it says, "Congratulations, you have received a trading card autographed." But for some reason with these cutting edge covers, there is a certificate of authenticity that came with it as a separate item. So one side of it looks like this, the other side of it looks like this. I could maybe show you, we've got a couple cards in each of these. So here's a hologram. This is what the back of the card looks like. It's the normal card back, but it does have an Upper Deck authentic sticker on it that should match the certificate of authenticity. You'll see the numbers match. Not sure why they did it like this for just the cutting edge covers and not the other ones. It makes it also a little bit tricky for grading. I don't really know what PSA would do. I don't think you should send a COA with your card, or maybe if you're doing the dual service where you want the autograph authenticated. I'm not really sure, so I'm probably not going to send these off to get graded, even though I do have some that I would like to get graded. So that was the Sam Humphries X-Force, showed off the Brian Michael Bendis. Here's a Mark Waid auto on Indestructible Hulk #1. I think Daniel Way auto for Thunderbolts #1. Let's just take a look at the back. Yes, signed by Daniel Way. And then finally, the best one I pulled, this Scotty Young auto on a Thanos Rising variant cover. So this is a short print variant of the cutting edge covers, and it's autographed by the artist. These are pretty tough to pull. I think this would be one of the more valuable cards I got out of my boxes as well. I would love to get this graded, but I'm not sure how to handle the certificate of authenticity, so I don't think I'm going to. If any of you guys have experience with PSA and cards that come with a COA, let me know down in the comments how PSA handles it, if you should send it in or not, and what your thoughts are, whether I should get them graded. Another factor that I was thinking about when I was reviewing these is that the centering is pretty bad on some of these. So this one is actually centered pretty good. You can look at the squares and the red border to determine. But if we look at this one, it's X-Force #1, you can see that the vertical centering is kind of off. These squares are cut off, and then on the right edge, it's kind of cut at an angle, bleeding into another column of the squares almost, and then it's kind of cut off on the left. And I think I had another one like that. Maybe not. Thunderbolt. Yeah, okay, so I've got two. The X-Force 1, and then the Incredible Hulk has the same kind of issue. And Scotty Young, vertical centering up and down. You can see it's also kind of cut at an angle. It's hard to tell with the COA behind it. But these top right squares are kind of cut off on the top. And on the top left, they're not. My Bendis auto centering might be the best out of them. I still don't know if it's good enough to where it could get a 10. But probably not going to send those off due to the certificate of authenticity thing. All right, here's a couple other cards. These are my bigger hits that I pulled. I pulled a printing plate. I'm not going to get this one graded. I'm just going to sell it as is, I believe. I think this is probably the only printing plate I've pulled in person. I have pulled maybe one or two on e-Pack that I just transferred to check out my cards and sold. But this one I pulled here in hand. It's pretty cool. And then a sketch card of Ultimates or MCU style Nick Fury by Tina Berardi. No need to get a sketch card graded either, so those are not going to go off to be graded. And finally, what I think are probably the most valuable, or at least the most scarce and in demand of the cards I went through. These are the high series cards. So cards numbered 131 through 150 fall, one per box. It's the high series set. These are the classic incarnations of the characters versus like the kind of the new stuff they were doing for the Marvel Now, I don't know, relaunch or branding, whatever you want to call it. So here's the Doctor Doom card, number 133. Definitely getting that graded. Captain America. Card 134. Cyclops. Card 144. Hulk. 148. And Iron Man. Card 149. I wish I had put together this entire high series set, years ago when I had originally pulled these. There's some huge characters. The Wolverine and Spider-Man, I'm sure, would be worth quite a bit. But I do have 5 of them, so I'm going to go ahead and send them off, get them graded. When I went through all of these inserts and pulls, I was certain that I must have bought more than 5 boxes, but after looking at all the pack odds and reviewing my email for orders, it seems I only bought 5, and I think it makes sense. The high series are 1 per box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The base autos are 1 per 5 boxes. I have exactly 5 of those. I also have exactly 5 of the comic, the cutting edge cover autographs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then I have 3 of the FX Holos. If they're 1 per 3 box, but I got 3 of them, that seems extremely lucky or unusual. Then 1 printing plate and 1 sketch. Let's look at the sketch odds again. They are not 1 per box. 1 out of 36. So every box and a half. But I only have 1. I may have pulled more, but have already sold them and just don't remember. That's fairly likely, actually, because I could have already sold a sketch, maybe. I'll have to go look through my emails again for some eBay records. All right, so for the cards I want to grade, I'm for sure grading the 5 high series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go ahead and get this red one graded to make it a little bit easier to sell. 6, all 3 holos. 7, 8, 9. And then 3 of the artist autographs, 10, 11, 12. That seems like a pretty good grading order. I am tempted to grade the Adam Kubert Captain Universe, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's likely to sell. I think the hologram probably is more likely to sell. Well, actually, yeah, I think the hologram might be more likely to sell. I'll be doing another grading order for sure. So if I change my mind, I might throw it in with that one. All right, so that was a look at the 2013 Marvel Now pulls that I had found in my collection and set aside to possibly get graded. Here's my grading order. I'm going to submit these to PSA for their holiday special, $15 a card. Hopefully within a few months, I'll get them back. I should be getting a TCG $15 a card order in pretty soon that I'll definitely film the opening on my channel. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos related to non-sports cards, please consider liking and subscribing. That would help my channel out. Thank you very much. Have a great day.